I never tried to post a video off of my phone with my phone sideways. Maybe it'll be a full screen picture. Anyway, I'm in Florida currently at a Home Depot here. I shop at Home Depot all over Metro Atlanta. Home Depot is actually located, their corporate is in Atlanta. So I was just curious, like, do they have different products at Home Depot in Florida? Because sometimes they do. I remember I was in, where was I at? I think I was Panama City Beach doing a job a couple of years back, and Home Depot usually sells custom products, custom. And I could not find the mortar mix that I wanted when I went to Home Depot. Like they started, I don't know if it was just that store or some of them that were carrying Saccrete instead of Quickcrete brand product, and I was able to get the Saccrete sand mix that I like so much at Home Depot of all places. I don't see it here, but I do see some product that they don't have in Atlanta. Jamo white thin set, Jamo gray thin set, and they even have Jamo floor mud. And I'm asking the guys, Jamo? I've never heard of Jamo. And they claim that it is a custom product, that Custom Building Products makes this, although they're not proud of it because they're not putting it anywhere that I could see. I would probably have to look down on the back of the bag or something to find out. But apparently this is like low end, and the guy at Home Depot even said, yeah, I wouldn't use it if I were you. Which is kind of odd. Like, why would you carry an inferior product at Home Depot when you have the better products, Versabond and all that stuff already here, and then Custom makes the next cheapest brand you could possibly buy, which for $10 compared to Versabond white thin set, $14. So you're gonna spend $5 more for a better product. I don't know, doesn't make any sense. But I've never seen that in any store in Metro Atlanta. Something else I noticed, kind of off topic here. I have a mixer very similar to this that I bought at Floor & Decor. I think it cost me about $80 or something like that, that I've used for years and years and years. It's one of those throwaway items that if it went bad, I would throw it away and not worry about it. And they have a rigid here for $169, which is like twice the price of the one that I bought. That being said, the rigid tile saw, the one that I have personally, the 7-inch rigid, is $369. And I don't know if that has to do with tariffs, but that saw day in and day out for years and years has been $299. And I actually bought mine with a 10% discount for the veterans discount. So mine cost me a little less than that. It was like $280 or something like that. I don't know why that same saw would be $70 more than it used to be. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I doubt that it's Florida pricing. If I went back to Atlanta, it's probably across the board for some reason. And then all the crap that I don't like. It's not that it's not functional and usable. It's just kind of low end, kind of like that stuff over there. It's kind of low end type of stuff. All of their stuff. What I see a lot of guys use is this stuff, these lash made by Quep. And they've stepped up their game a little bit. Apparently Quep is making the larger wedges and the larger leveling clips. They even have the Spin Doctor knockoff. There's not a whole lot of difference as far as product goes here in Florida. There are a couple of things I noticed down here at the end that Custom Building Products makes Red Guard, and they are well stocked with Red Guard here. Like, I don't see this when I'm in Atlanta. I might be lucky to get the last gallon, or there might be 3 gallons, and here they seem to be very well stocked. Red Guard has gotten onto the bandwagon of having a fleece membrane, for those of you that don't know, and all the tape that you need to kind of make a Schluter shower, and even for your floor, which would be Dietra. And so, yeah, they realize that this is all mold produced. Like once you have the mold, literally the mold, and all the plastic just gets poured into it, and they pump it out on pennies on the dollar and charge $194 for a roll of this. $194, and $110 for this knockoff Curdy. Not Curdy, sorry. That would be the Curdy. That would be for the floor. I also noticed that they have speed finish, which I'm not really sure what that would be. Controlled, cure, yada yada yada, speed finish. I'm not sure what that's about. They also have, and this is new because I haven't seen custom put out anything where you can tile over tile, and it's $50 for a gallon. So when I tile over tile, they have a product called Prim Grip. I think it's made by Mapai, and the Mapai Prim Grip, you know, you apply a couple coats, it's got silica in it, so it's very rough surface, and you can spread that onto tile, which gives you a rough surface to tile over tile. And I use it sparingly, maybe once every couple of years. I have a need for it, but apparently Custom has their own version of Prim Grip now, and it's probably comparable. It's definitely comparable in price. $50 for a gallon isn't bad. But overall, I'm not seeing a lot of difference. I do know that Prism, they cut down. They used to have like 2 whole shelves dedicated to Prism Grout, and now they've hyphenated it down to maybe about 6 or 7 different colors, the most popular colors. Any of the other colors that you want, you're going to have to get from a standalone tile store. But I also noticed, and I've never noticed this in Atlanta, they have pre-mixed Prism Grout. And everybody knows how I feel about pre-mixed anything. Pre-mixed mortar, pre-mixed thin set, pre-mixed, anything that's pre-mixed is usually garbage. And I have no motivation to purchase at $70 when for $40 I can get this. At $70 a pre-mixed grout. I just don't know. Not really sure that I would take the chance on it, as pre-mix anything is usually garbage. But yeah, I think that's about it. I was just kind of curious of the different stuff that they have. I think this is all for their flooring stuff. I don't know if there's another aisle of material. I think the other aisle is all tile. Let's see. It's all carpet stuff. I got somebody taking up the other aisle. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with people that were curious. Or maybe you're in Florida and you know about all this stuff already. But this stuff down here, I am not liking that at all. Jamo. I'm not seeing anything about custom on this label at all, so I'm not sure who it's made by. Oh, you know what? When I was at Coverings, these guys, Miracle Sealants, was there, and they said that they have a water-based sealant. This is the one that they were telling me will prevent stains. So then, no, is it this one or that one? They're both blue and green. I'm not sure which one. But apparently there's one that's water-based, and then one that is based with something else. I'm not really sure. But it's interesting they should sell both. Then of course the extra large format tile that everybody seems to carry nowadays, 2x4, 2 foot by 4 foot tile. that I don't want to get into. I don't know that, you know, at the cost, I don't know if it's each. Yeah, it is each. $20 for one of these 2x4.